Welcome to Being at Home with George. I'm excited to be here, and it's been a minute. It's been a long time since we've been able to do this. So let's begin the way we always begin, by creating the possibility of saying yes, embracing whatever comes up. In this case, this idea of being able to embrace everything happening all at once, everywhere. And I feel like that's been my experience to the degree that I haven't really had the space and time to do these at-homes because I'm too busy putting out the local fires, dealing with the stuff happening in my life and to people that I am in community with. And so this idea of being able to say yes to that, saying yes to the hurricane or the storm, and being able to say yes to it, generate the hope and make wise choices, make choices for the highest and the greatest good, not only for ourselves, but for everyone. And so for me, when I think about that, I ask myself the question, I like to reflect, what's the one thing that I can do or that we can do that makes everything else easier or unnecessary? Because when there's so much overwhelm and turmoil and the storm, the first thing we got to do is seek safety. We got to seek the eye of the hurricane, or having a place where we can at least pause and reflect and think about how we want to respond to the current situation. And it's challenging, it's complex, it's difficult. And at the same time, I feel like it's something that we have to ask ourselves, what's the one thing we can do to make everything easier or unnecessary? And for me, it's this idea of finding that eye of the hurricane, finding that place of rest where I can just pause and just breathe in and breathe out and know that right now I can manage that, and that I could actually create space so that I can actually think about how I want to respond to this situation. And it doesn't mean I'll get an answer. Sometimes it's as simple as just doing what I know to do, then the next step would be given to me. So to me, I go back to my roots of just for today, just for this moment, and what's important now, and then doing that, and then thinking long term about where we want to go and how we want to perform, how we want to show up. And so for me, it's getting back to true north, aligning with principles, the principles of people, places, and things, and just realize, well, what's the first principle is to be here now and to be myself and to make a choice that keeps me in alignment with who I say I am and where I say I want to go. And so maybe it's really more about being and understanding the idea that my own personal opinion is to be loving with a warrior spirit, with a serving and compassionate heart, pursuing excellence and wisdom with grace and ease for the highest good. And so what is your thought about that? Because it would be interesting. Usually I come and I talk about things, but I'm really interested in how you're seeing things and what are some of the things you think you need or that we need to focus as first principles, as the starting point of getting some stability and creating some space so we can choose wisely.